Thoroughbred Week with John Henderson is presented by Actistatin, Adena Springs, Ashford Stud, Bloodstock Research, Brandywine Farm, Breeders' Cup, Claiborne Farm, Crestwood Farm, Darby Dan Farm, Gainesway, Keeneland, Juddmont Farm, Lanes Inn, Malone's, Margot Farm, OCD Pellets, Pinoak Stud, Quillen Leather and Tack, Ramard, Sally Horse Vans, Shadwell Farm, and Windstar Farm.
Hello everyone and welcome to Thoroughbred Week, featuring Kentucky Derby prep races from Aqueduct, Gulfstream Park, Tampa Bay Downs, and Santa Anita, along with a repeat winner of the Grade 2 San Antonio Stakes. We begin with fillies and mares at Fairgrounds in the Tiffany Last Stakes. In her first start off a 7-month layoff, Believe You Can, the 1-5 favorite, John Dooley picks up the call.
Believe You Can, in front of Cheerleader, who's now being asked to pick up by Miguel Mena. Believe You Can, in hand, the leader through the turn. Cheerleader all out. They've made an 8-length break from Myriad under pressure. Imposing Grace driven hard up the rail. Here's Believe You Can at the quarter pole. They turn for home. 6 furlongs, 113 flat. Believe You Can has now come a half dozen lengths clear from Cheerleader. Imposing Grace finishing up the fence. Myriad has dropped back to last. They're deep in the final furlong. Here's Believe You Can with a win of sheer quality and class. Believe You Can easily over her 3 rivals in New Orleans today. Believe You Can, the Tiffany Last champion.
Odds-on favorite Believe You Can is strong off the layoff, drawing off to defeat Imposing Grace by 10 1/4 lengths. The first of 2 stakes victories on the card for Rosie Napravnik. The Keeneland Sales graduate clocked in 144 3. After completing the Fairgrounds Oaks Kentucky Oaks double last year, Believe You Can went to the sidelines after finishing a distant third in the Grade 1 Mother Goose Stakes. The 4-year-old filly by Proud Citizen was bred in Kentucky by her owner, Brereton C. Jones. Trained by Larry Jones, Believe You Can has earned nearly $1,150,000. Believe You Can paid $240 to win and is the Malone's favorite of the week, presented by Malone's, Lexington's favorite steakhouse. To Tampa Bay Downs for turf fillies and mares in the Grade 3 Endeavor Stakes. Diobata, the 9-5 favorite, Richard Grunder picks up the call.
Only 9 lengths from front to back. Awesome Bell now strikes to the front. Old Tune is second. The Millionaire Who Why is poised and ready to pounce from the outside third. Exclusive Love is down along the inner rail fourth. Font is now angled to the outside for Racing Room, now fifth. 2.5 lengths farther back, Sweet Little Lion, now racing along 6 1/4 of a mile to run. Old Tune and Joe Rosario, they have the lead. Awesome Bell runs out on the outside second. Who Why swings to the outside now to be third. Down along the inner rail, Sweet Little Lion is fourth. Inside the final furlong, it's Old Tune. She re-breaks and has the lead. Up between horses, Appealing Cat is charging. Who Why is on the outside, but this one belongs to Old Tune, and it's a 4-horse photo for second.
3-1 second choice Old Tune takes her U.S. debut by a length and 3/4 over long shot Appealing Cat. The second graded stakes victory on the card for Joel Rosario. Time of the race 141 2. Winner of her last 4 starts in her homeland, including 3 consecutive Group 1 events. Old Tune was making her first start off a 9.5-month layoff. Todd Pletcher trains the Brazilian-bred 5-year-old mare by Wild Event. Old Tune has earned $388,000 for stud TNT. Entering stud at Crestwood Farm is Country Day, a versatile son of leading sire Speightstown. Country Day won or placed in 8 stakes, earning over $500,000. Country Day stands for $5,000 live full. Share the Upside is available. To Santa Anita for turf horses in the Grade 2 Arcadia Stakes. Silentio at 4-1, a slight choice over Suggestive Boy. Trevor Denman picks up the call.
Down the backstretch they go, and Chosen Miracle out in front at a solid pace. In second comes Tribal Tribute. Now here's Silentio. Silentio a close-up third. On the far side is Key Decision, has to go wide, can't help it. They're all lined up here. Just behind that comes Forest Mouse. Wilkinson is another one in that group. Here is Suggestive Boy. Suggestive Boy also forced wide, but no more than 3.5 off the leaders. Cles is starting a run now. Cles is moving in the green cap. Then it's Acadian. On the outside, Sebastian Flight. Strong Suitor still last. They are coming to the top of the lane now. Chosen Miracle tries to hang on along the inside. Chosen Miracle, but on the outside, Suggestive Boy has made a nice run at them. Tribal Tribute is in with a run. Silentio Cliz is running on late, but Suggestive Boy strikes the front and goes for home. And Suggestive Boy in a scintillating performance, and it's going to be Suggestive Boy and Joe Talamo winning it smartly.
Suggestive Boy draws off to defeat Wilkinson by 2.5 lengths. The second graded stakes victory on the card for Joe Talamo. Time of the race 1:32.3. A 4-time Group 1 winner in his native country, Suggestive Boy captured the Wicker Stakes at Del Mar last summer. However, in his last start, the 5-year-old horse, by easing along, finished 7th when Horse of the Year Wise Dan captured the Breeders' Cup Mile. The latest Argentine import for trainer Ron McAnally, Suggestive Boy has earned nearly $505,000 for Pozo de Luna Incorporated. Watch Thoroughbred Week replays online at tbredweek.com. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with the Grade 3 Florida Oaks just ahead in the segment. Presented by Niagara Causeway, a graded stakes winning and track record setting son of Sire of Sires Giants Causeway, standing at Margot Farm. We begin with 4-year-olds at Santa Anita in the Grade 2 Strube Stakes. Guilt Trip, the 2-1 favorite. Trevor Denman has the call.
They move down the backstretch. Handsome Mike on the far side and Try Tap at the rail. Those two now nose and nose. They clear by 2.5. Fedbiz is a comfortable third. Guilt Trip right there in fourth. Gives them 4.5 length start. Then it's another 3 lengths back to Stefan Otzi and Grooven Solo. Half mile to go in the Strube. No change in this order. Handsome Mike on the far side and Try Tap. They've been in front from the opening of the gates. Fedbiz just patiently been ridden along from the third stop. Then comes Guilt Trip, who's now only 3.5 off those leaders. On the inside, Grooven Solo and Stefan Otzi at the back, but they're taking closer order now, coming to the quarter pole, and Try Tap now on the outside, Handsome Mike. But now here comes Fedbiz and Guilt Trip, and Fedbiz and Guilt Trip both coming strongly on the outside. Stefan Otzi joins the fray on the extreme outside. Homeward bound in the Strube, it's an absolute thriller. Guilt Trip on the outside takes the lead from Fedbiz, and it is Guilt Trip in full flight for the white. Stefan Otzi running on late on the outside, but Guilt Trip will take the Strube. Guilt Trip and Joe Talamo just under 2.
Favorite Guilt Trip holds off Stefan Otzi by 1.5 lengths, with the winner stablemate Fedbiz third. Joe Talamo up in 1:48.4. The first stakes victory for Guilt Trip, who finished third when Fedbiz captured the Grade 2 San Fernando Stakes. The 4-year-old colt by Pulpit was bred in Kentucky by Windsong Farm and was a $200,000 Saratoga yearling. The second graded stakes winner on the card for trainer Bob Baffert and owners Gary and Mary West, Guilt Trip has earned $237,000. Joe Talamo with the Safe Ride of the Week, presented by Sally Horse Fans, the safest way to the winner's circle. To Tampa Bay Downs for 3-year-old fillies in the Grade 3 Florida Oaks. Tapacat, the 9-10 favorite. Richard Grunder picks up the call.
A dozen lengths from front to back, up the backstretch. Tapacat takes them along on the lead and now bumps the margin to 2. Maryland Cathy is second. Cotton Pickin on the outside is third. Ravens Rocket remains toward the rail fourth. Wave Theory is now a bit closer fifth. Length and a half farther back, Cindy's Casino is now unwinding. But meanwhile, up front, Tapacat, doing it on her own, has had an uncontested lead and bumps the margin to 4. Marielle Cathy is there toward the rail, racing second. Up on the outside, Wave Theory now putting it around. And here comes Floral Sky on the far outside, but with the furlong around, Rosario now goes to work on Tapacat. She's in the clear and strictly the one to catch. Kitten's Dumplings runs at the leader second. Wave Theory is third. Tapacat, very impressive, makes every pole a winning one.
Favored Tapacat by Gainesway Stallion Tappet, the front running winner by 2 3/4 lengths over Kitten's Dumpling. Joel Rosario aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:41.4. After finishing third in her debut on dirt, the Belmont trainee is undefeated in 3 starts on turf. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Winchell Thoroughbreds and Gainesway Thoroughbreds and was a $725,000 Keeneland September yearling from the Gainesway consignment. Tapacat has earned $118,000 for Bessie Lou Stables. The Lanes End Stallion of the Week is Grade 1 winner Discreetly Mine, the fastest 3-year-old of his crop who carries on the legacy of AP&D. Such prominent horsemen as George Bolton, Ed Gaylord, Dan Hall, and Anna Ford are very enthusiastic about Discreetly Mine and his first yearlings. Log on to lanesend.com to read their comments. Welcome back to Thoroughbred Week with 4 Kentucky Derby prep races in this segment. 3-year-old stakes action is presented by BC2A Paste. Reduce the likelihood of tying up with BC2A Paste. To Gulfstream Park for the Grade 2 Hutchison Stakes. 40 Tails, the 9-5 favorite. Larry Colmas has the call.
Around the far turn, a 44 3/2 mile. And here comes Undrafted making a move for the lead. Honorable Dylan to the outside, Sing Another Song gives way. Merit Man switches to the outside for a clear run, and Weekend Hideaways on the far outside. They're into the stretch. Undrafted, Honorable Dylan, stride for stride on the lead. These two to the final furlong. Weekend Hideaway is next. 40 Tails just found his best stride. He's in the center of the track. Honorable Dylan, Undrafted. 40 Tails on the far outside. Here's the wire. Honorable Dylan has won the Hutchison.
5-2 second choice Honorable Dylan by Gainesway Stallion Tappet gets up to defeat favored 40 Tails by half a length. Joe Rocco Jr. aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:22.2. Honorable Dylan broke his maiden in his second start at Saratoga, then returned from a 4-month layoff to finish second in an optional claimer at Gulfstream in his 3-year-old debut. The colt was bred in Kentucky by Robert Trussell Jr. and was a $100,000 2-year-old. Trained by Eddie Keneally, Honorable Dylan has earned $155,000 for Joseph Bucci. To Aqueduct for the Grade 3 Wither Stakes. 3-5 favorite Revolutionary trails the field as we pick up the call by John Imbrial.
Up the backstretch, Siete de Oros leads by a neck. Smooth Bert in second. And Long River is racing in third and gaining some ground. 4 wide is Americo Vespucci. Escape from Realities down at the rail in fifth. Then Champion Boy, followed by Valid, and Revolutionary now trails the field. The half mile in 48 seconds. They go for the far turn. New York bred Smooth Bert pokes ahead in front of Siete de Oros. Long River, Americo Vespucci, Gain as a team on the outside, and now 4 of them are heads apart. A break of 3 to Escape from Reality, then Champion Boy, Valid, and Revolutionary. 3/4 in 1, 12-2, and the field for the Withers in the stretch. Siete de Oros battles on at the rail. Smooth Bird is now second. Here's Escape from Reality gaining ground on the outside. Escape from Reality, Siete de Oros, and Revolutionary's putting in a late run inside the 16th pole. Escape from Reality. Here's Revolutionary, who was last at the top of the stretch, and he got up to win it.
Odds-on favorite Revolutionary weaves his way through traffic to score by a neck over long shot Escape from Reality. Third stakes victory on the card for Javier Castellano. Time of the race 1:44.1. After placing in his first 3 starts, the Todd Pletcher trainee rolled to an 8.5 length maiden victory over the track in his 2-year-old finale. The colt by Warpass was bred in Kentucky by W.S. Farish and was an $80,000 Keeneland September yearling from the Lanes End consignment. A $235,000 OBS March 2-year-old, Revolutionary has earned $188,000 for Windstar Farm LLC. To Tampa Bay Downs for the Grade 3 Sam F. Davis Stakes. My Name is Michael at 8-5, a slight favorite over Dynamic Sky. Once again, here's Richard Grunter.
To the far turn they go. Falling Sky has the lead. Divine Ambition is there second. Dynamic Sky, the Pasco winner, is rolling up on the outside third. Speak Logistics. He secures racing room toward the rail fourth. 4 lengths farther back. My Name is Michael is now fifth. As they approach the quarter-mile pole, it's still Falling Sky with the lead. Speak Logistics looks for racing room and now is checked sharply. On the outside, that's Dynamic Sky. As they turn for home, it's Falling Sky. He's still the leader. and Boots clear now by 2. Dynamic Sky is set down for the drive and runs at the leader second. Speak Logistics is back to third, but it's still Falling Sky, the only one with a chance. Dynamic Sky racing erratically, and he'll be lunging late. Falling Sky still there, and Dynamic Sky heads apart. It looks like Falling Sky hung on to win it.
In his first start around 2 turns, Falling Sky holds on to defeat Dynamic Sky by a neck. Jose Espinoza aboard the Keeneland Sales Graduate in 1:44 3. After impressively winning 2 of his first 3 starts, Falling Sky went through the ring at the OBS January sale, where he was the $425,000 sales topper. The colt by Lionheart was bred in Pennsylvania by Copper Penny Stables and originally sold for $16,000 as a weanling at the Keeneland November sale. This was his first start for trainer John Terranova II and owners Newtown Enterstud, James Cavallo, and Joseph Bulger. Falling Sky has earned nearly $165,000. Leading Kentucky Derby prospect It's My Lucky Day was bred, raised, and sold by Brandywine Farm, a full-service operation now accepting boarders, offering quality care at affordable rates. Log on to brandywinefarmllc.com for additional information. To Santa Anita for the Grade 2 Robert B. Lewis Stakes. Bob Baffert sent out 2 of the 4 starters, including 1-2 favorite Flashback. Once again, here's Trevor Denman.
They run to the half-mile pole, and there's still Flashback along the inside, pinning his ears a little now as they put some pressure on him. He's had enough, has gone up to put the pressure on. Now it's another 2 lengths further back to Little Jerry, and Den's Legacy starting to be pushed along at the rail. They run past the 3/8 pole, and Flashback back in front to half a length to He's Had Enough. Still the scap at 2 to Little Jerry and Den's Legacy. They are coming to the top of the lane now, and Flashback goes on with it. And Flashback now gets a tap on the shoulder, but he opens up to lead 1.5 lengths. He's Had Enough battling in second. On the inside, Den's Legacy, Little Jerry grandstand side. Homeward bound now, and Flashback is opening up on them. And Flashback sticks his neck out now and draws clear. It's Flashback in front by an easy 5. They never had a chance. Den's Legacy will be second. Bob Baffert running 1-2. Flashback and Julian Leperoux absolutely waltzing home in the Robert B. Lewis.
Flashback, one of 3 graded 6 winners last Saturday for Gainesway stallion Tappet, draws off to defeat his stablemate Den's Legacy by 6 1/4 lengths. He's Had Enough third for a sweep by Keeneland Sales Graduates. Julian Leperoux, the winning jockey, in 1:42 4. Only the second start for Flashback, who impressively broke his maiden going 7 furlongs at Betfair Hollywood Park in December. The winner was bred in Kentucky by Dr. William Andrade and Michael Hernan. The 4th winner of the race for trainer Bob Baffert, Flashback has earned $147,000 for Gary and Mary West. The colt was consigned by Gainesway agents to the 2010 Keeneland November sale, where the full brother to multiple Grade 1 winner Zazu was purchased by Ben Glass agents for $260,000. Robert B. Lewis Stakes winner Flashback, the Keeneland Sales Graduate of the Week.
Thoroughbred Week is presented by Remard's Total line of equine products featuring total equine relief, the leading product at racetracks used to control swelling and discomfort. For further information, please log on to remardi.com.
Time now for the feature race of the week presented by Keeneland, investing in racing's future since 1936. To Santa Anita for the Grade 2 San Antonio Stakes. Game on Dude bet down to 5 cents on the dollar. Here's the call by Trevor Denman.
Feel for the San Antonio sent on their way. Clubhouse Ride began well from the inside post, and Game On Dude came out smartly as well. Now Bass Marty runs up to join him on the outside, and Make Music for Me settles at the back. So they're settling into 2 pairs as they go into the first turn. Game On Dude at the rail, Bass Marty keeping him company. They go a good pace into that turn. They've cleared off 3.5 in front of Clubhouse Ride, and Make Music for Me can tend to drop back last. They run past the 3/4 pole, and it is Game On Dude along the inside, and Baz Marty now. These 2 hooked up, and they're quickening onto the backstretch. They're going a fast pace now. Game On Dude and Baz Marty open up to lead by 6. Clubhouse Ride is in the 3rd spot, and it's another 2 back to Make Music for Me. So they make their way now to the half-mile pole. On the far side, we have Basmati at the rail, Game On Dude. Those two still stride for stride, and they're in front now by 5. Clubhouse Ride comes after them from third, and then Make Music for Me. They run towards the 3/8 pole now, and it is still Game On Dude at the rail and Basmati. They've been nose and nose throughout. Now Clubhouse Ride getting a little closer from third. Make Music for Me is sent along from behind. Coming to the quarter pole, and Game On Dude now shakes loose up front. Game On Dude gets rid of Basmati. Clubhouse Ride is running a game one. Make Music for Me not in contention. Coming to the top of the lane now. Game On Dude still the leader. Clubhouse Ride running his heart out on the outside, tries to run up alongside, but Mike Smith still very confident on Game On Dude. He's just shaking the reins at him now. Clubhouse Ride ran a big one, but just is not in the same class as Game On Dude. And Game On Dude cantering on to an easy win. Game On Dude and Mike Smith take to San Antonio.
Game On Dude by Adena Springs stallion Awesome Again rolls to a 6.5 length victory over Clubhouse Ride. The Keeneland Cells graduate under a high weight of 123 pounds and Mike Smith in 147-2, a 109 brisk speed rating. Now 6 for 7 over the track, including the 2012 San Antonio. Game On Dude lost his perfect record at Santa Anita when he faded to 7th in the Breeders' Cup Classic. But the Bob Baffert trainee rebounded to take the Grade 3 Native Diver Stakes in his seasonal finale. The 6-year-old gelding was bred in Kentucky by Adena Springs. Game On Dude has won 9 graded stakes and has a bankroll of $3,252,000. He's owned by Joe Torrey's Diamond Pride LLC and partners. We'll have the Grade 1 Don Handicap and much more next week here on Thoroughbred Week.
Thoroughbred Week is produced by John Henderson in association with Scott Ryan, Lexington, Kentucky.